Hey youth world, I am back with another video. Today I want to go over all the bags that I've purchased from, I want to say 30 different brands that I've reviewed in the past on my channel. Many of you have found me via those particular videos as they've done pretty well actually. And what that really just tells me that there are many of you out there, just like myself, that is looking for mid-range indie brands that's not part of the large conglomerates like LVMH, Kering, etc. for other options. And when I say indie brands, these are independent companies, you know, kind of mom and pop shops, if you think about it, or startups that came into the existence in the past 5 to 10 years. And I practice what I preach. Out of these 30 different, approximately 30, I try to count as many as I can, I have personally purchased from a lot of these brands, and I'll go over the ones I still have in my collection and the ones that didn't work out. I tested them out for you, and I'll tell you some of the reasons why I let it go. So let's just get right into it. Just to name a couple of them, because there's, I think, 30 plus brands that I did review, like Flattered, Little Niffler, Lost Woods, Arcadia, La Portentia, Savette. Who is calling me at 7:30 at night? So anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, like, it's my work phone. Why would anybody call me at 7:30 at night? I'm not picking that up. 30 different brands I reviewed. I wish I had money to buy all of them and test every single one of these that I've reviewed. Unfortunately, I can't be doing that, right? I spend way too much money already as it is. So it would be a little scary if I'm actually able to purchase from all 30 plus brands that I've reviewed so far. What is the rhyme of reason for me to pick 1, 2, or 5, or 7 of these out of 30 for me to purchase and actually test them out? No rhyme or reason. I don't know. I just buy. Tell me if you relate, where you just hit the checkout button. That sounds like a great idea. Let's just go ahead and buy. They're not in like chronological order. It's just whatever is in front of me. But Wandler. I talked about this particular brand, their ethos, their brand, and they really piqued my interest with this is their iconic bag, the Hortensia. And I thought it was such an interesting design that I decided to purchase the Wandler to add to my collection. Honestly, I haven't been using this bag all that often, but I still really like it, which is why it's still in my collection. The functionality is great. The design is great. And I've been obsessed with Wandler. I did purchase a second one, which you saw in my May favorites video, the micro Penelope bag. I don't have it here with me. It's in Chicago right now, but I did just show that bag and I still love it. The leather quality is just amazing and the designs are quite unique. And of course, you know, the interior, the magnets are all built into the bag, which it gives you a very seamless look. Just little details like that keeps me coming back for more of their bags. And every new release that they have, there's hits and then there's also shits when it comes to that. And I don't like every single model that they have, but a lot of them do pique my interest. And now that I know the quality of Wandler, I think I see myself purchasing more. I already have 2. But this was a success for me to kind of randomly do a indie review, bag review on their company. And all of a sudden I'm in love. So this is the first one I wanted to go over. The second brand that I did purchase from is Leo and Violette. This is, I think, a startup brand. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember everything I said, but I think they started as a Kickstarter, which is kind of interesting. And they're a Parisian brand where they create really timeless looking bags that is also very functional. I would love to add more from Leo and Violette because of the quality. Some of you did ask me how the wear and tear is, so I'll do a micro update on these. But corner wear, non-existent. I've thrown this bag all around. The hardware, I mean, just keep in mind, take everything I say with a grain of salt just because I have so many bags. I'm a bag collector. Now, if you were to use this bag as your daily, maybe one of your 5 bags, and it's like in your heavy rotation, then that could be a little bit different. So keep that in mind as I'm going through all of these different wear and tear on the bags. I don't treat any of these bags with the utmost care, nor do I treat them like trash either, right? So overall, I would say the leather quality is great. And it's got receipts everywhere. What is wrong with me? I think the functionality of the bag is amazing, and I would definitely look to add more of their models to my collection when I have an opportunity. So that's Leo and Violette. The other brand that I also still have in my collection is Looks Like Summer. Now, this, you would argue, is a fail, but it also is a success. But regardless, I did spend my own money to purchase these bags. The tag's still on them. I haven't had a chance to wear them, but I think the color here is going to be very summery. Well, it's called Look Like Summer, right? But I'll probably start using these bags. I haven't figured out what I want to do with them. The tags, like I said, are still on there. But overall, I wouldn't say this is a fail because I really do like the quality of this particular bag. This one is not as great, but again, that's just me spending money, you know, hundreds of dollars, testing out these different brands, and some of them are fails, which I'll get into a second. All of the ones that I did get rid of and the reason why I got rid of it. But this is the next brand. Again, this is a Portuguese brand, I want to say. And I think the designs are really cool. You can see with the bottom feet right there, and it's got that asymmetrical shape. And it's just really pretty if you think about it, if you look at it, and the gold handle as well. So I do like this one quite a bit. The glazing is really nice. So I can't really give you a wear and tear, but I don't see this as a forever bag. This is just a fun, you know, seasonal bag, summer bag, very structured, very architectural if you want to think about it. And it's just a very fun addition to your collection if you like. The fourth brand that I did a review on is Savette. Savette has taken off. I bought this, I want to say, a little over a year ago when Savette was still kind of just like inching towards the fashion market. But the most popular in their iconic bag is the long, I forget what it's called, or is there a screenshot, and that has just been selling out like crazy, and people are saying it's the it bag for 2024, but so is the Ro Margot. But I did purchase this tote, and it's still in my collection because I do find it useful for it to be a work bag as well as just a massive tote for you to kind of lug around. Is it the best quality? No. I kind of poo-pooed that in my first video when I did the unboxing, but it's still pretty durable. Like, I don't see, I've thrown this bag around underneath the plane seat, you know, in the car, kind of just put my laptop in there. So overall, it is a durable bag, and the grain leather feels okay. Again, I feel like it's modern day Coach quality for it to be charged, you know, $1,100. I think it's okay. Like, it's not, I wouldn't be climbing out of my chair to go buy this bag because it's a viral bag or anything, but it does give me the reminiscence of a Picotin bag. So if you do like this feel, and it is very quiet luxury, I think this is a great addition. I don't see it leaving my collection anytime soon. Is it the most special bag? No, it's not. It's cool. And also, I don't have a lot of big totes in my collection anymore. So I think this is something that has a time and place for a pretty cost-effective bag. And then, of course, the horse, I did do a review on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail. There was a whole entire unboxing video, multiple unboxing videos. So definitely go check that out. And this has been a humongous success in my collection. For the price that they're charging, as well as the quality that they're providing, I think this was like a needle in a haystack when it comes to me reviewing bags that are indie brands that you don't really know about. This was definitely a huge success. Now, the last one I still have in my collection, actually it's like a recent addition, is the Ro Margot dupe. And this one has just exceeded all expectation because it's under $200. This thing is filled, and I've been using this on work trips or just, you know, running errands. I've got all of my stuff in here still, like my laptop and my cosmetic pouch, my wallet and everything. So I've been using this bag quite often. And under $200, I would say this is a huge success that I've reviewed from W Concept. Now, I know that's a blanket statement. W Concept is like a buying platform, and it's not one particular brand. I'm cheating a little. I would say W Concept and anything you buy from there is kind of lumped in together. And sneak peek, I did buy more from W Concept, so stick around. The last brand I also purchased from is Cafuné. Cantonese brand from Hong Kong. And they are kind of popular. They're kind of not popular. I don't know. But I did purchase a couple items from them where this one is the wallet on chain. It's still brand new. I've never used it. This is just in a color where I did not really enjoy. And this was part of a special mystery box that I purchased from them earlier this year, maybe last year. And this one, just if it was a different color, I would definitely use it. Purple's just not my thing. And then it does come with a chain strap. So this one is just kind of sitting here for me to try to figure out what to do with it. In their mystery box, they also had a scarf that came along with it. And it's a really nice silk scarf, which I actually gave to my mother because she likes to, I guess she's like, I'm older. I don't like my neck being cold. Hence, I was like, here's a silk scarf. And she was really happy about it. She's like, oh, the color is really pretty. And she said that she's never owned a silk scarf before. I was like, really? You've never owned a silk scarf before? Interesting. Okay, well, this is your first one. And if you like it, I'm happily going to buy you more silk scarves so that you can feel bougie and it feels nice around your neck, I guess. I don't know. And in the same mystery box, it also came with this long zip card holder. And I really love this card holder. I never knew that a long, skinny card holder would work so well in my life. And then, of course, I've always been hesitant with having cards exposed on the outside. It's really easy for it to just come out and pop out and then you lose your card. But honestly, I've never had an issue with the cards, slipping out. I do have plenty of stuff in here so that it keeps it nice and compact so you don't have to worry about that. There's a front pocket here from the Cafuné one, and honestly, I definitely won't use that because it is a lot less secure for you to put your cards in. Overall, 10 out of 10, I would purchase this style again. And I do really like the print that they have. It's pretty unique in my opinion. So I out of the three things, one went to my mother, one I don't know what to do with, and one I'm completely in love with. Before I jump into the bags I reviewed and purchased and then let go of, do hit that like and subscribe button for me. Again, trying to hit 3,000. I'm so close. Help me activate the 3,000 celebration. And just go ahead and subscribe. It won't have to just be, trying to hit 3,000, but that just really tells me that you enjoy my content. Hit that like button. Everything is effortless, and that really helps me create more content for you moving forward. The first brand I no longer have in my collection is the Advent Age Bag. The design is super unique. The leather quality is just amazing. I have no better things to say about that aspect of it. But if you really look at the design of it, the opening itself, when you open it, there are two magnets that protrudes. And it was a little bit, it was basically target practice every time I decided to close the bag because it was an envelope shape. I don't have my micro Penelope from Wandler to demonstrate that, but you could see it's like the fold over enclosure, right? So what Wandler excels in is the built-in magnets, whereas the Advent Age Bag had magnets that protruded, and it was very hard for you to aim and close the bag. That was number 2 of why I let go of the bag. Number 3, awkward shape. I wore it as a crossbody. I was a bull in China shop, and I knocked into everything because it just kind of stuck out. And like I said this before, like a tumor on my body, and it just wasn't very flush to my body. So I didn't like that aspect of it. And then of course, if you wear it as just like a top handle on the crook of your arm, it goes back to the whole, it just didn't look very aesthetic. Now, if they were to update the magnets, then yeah, I would probably still have in my collection and just wear it as a crook of your arm. But because there was multiple factors that annoyed me, I decided to let that bag go. Again, it was like a brand new bag, and the leather was pretty amazing. The other bag was the Pinko bag. The Pinko bag, I didn't really exactly fully do a review on them and the history of it, but I do want to talk about how I let it go because the leather quality was just, in my opinion, subpar. It was a very cute bag. Maybe I just didn't like that feeling. And it's kind of funny, if my friend's watching this, she just loved the birds on the bag, and her expectations of bags is not as high as mine, I guess. And she just loved the aesthetic of it and the design of the Pinko bag with the birds, the lovebirds. So she decided to purchase it from me. But overall, I love the design of it. I didn't like the leather quality. So that's why I let that particular bag go. Little Niffler. One of the worst purchases I have ever made, which thank goodness return policies exist for a reason. And it was just the worst quality bag I've ever received at that particular price point. The horse cost less than $200 for me. Again, let's take into account the exchange rate and how it's working to my advantage here in the States. But the little Niffler bag, again, go check out that video. I can't stress enough how bad the quality is. For a bag that retails for $600 something, and the quality that they pretty much produced, either they have zero care, zero quality control, and they don't take pride with what they're producing. Little Niffler, it was awful. The more I think about it, the more I'm just like in disbelief. Like, why would you let this bag out of your manufacturing company, or if you are outsourcing and it comes to your company, for you to be like, yep, this looks great, let's go ahead and sell it. And like, your reputation is on the line here. For you to let that go out to the clients and customers, I just can't. The other bag was also from W Concept. You saw the unboxing. I never really even had it in my collection, so to speak. I purchased it. It was the mono row. It's called mono row. I think it's like a dupe of the row itself. And that bag just didn't work out because it did not fulfill my standards of quality in terms of how the stitching, the glazing, the non-existent glazing more like, and the way the leather feels very cheap. And then of course the interior and the lining wasn't stitched down to the bag. So I ended up keeping the suede bag that you just saw and decided to return that one. Again, thank goodness for return policies, right? So that kind of wraps it up that, you know, when I do all these indie reviews, I practice what I preach. Like, I really want to show you all of these different brands that are in the mid-range, so to speak, luxury alternatives that are out there for us to explore. And most of it, I apparently decided to bring on my own shoulders so that you don't have to go through the heartaches and the success. And when I do get the success, I do share it with you. So I hope you really enjoyed that video. I've left a playlist for you to check out all of the luxury alternatives that I've gone over. Man, there's so many videos that I've produced about indie brands. Really hope you enjoy it. And then whatever the YouTube algorithm thinks that you will like here. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. I'll see you all next time.